Hey, Solid Rock and Clay. I hope you all are having a terrific week, no matter when you are watching this. I am coming to you to give you information about the Mission Trip Golf Classic. Yes, the Mission Trip Golf Classic is right around the corner, and there's a lot of information that you need to know about this, and sometimes it can get a little confusing, so I've made this video to tell you all about the details that you need to know about this fundraiser that we have. There's also a PDF document that has everything I'm talking about in it that you can download and look through and read through and keep for your records. It'll be on our website. It's in the weekly emails that are sent out as well. So listen to this video, read that document, and you should know everything you need to know about the Mission Trip Golf Classic fundraiser that we do. So the Golf Classic is our main fundraiser for both Solid Rock and Clay Youth Ministries. It raises funds for the Mission Trip for the high schoolers and Luther Rock this year for the middle schoolers. It is April 11th, 2015. The tournament day is that. It starts at 10:30 a.m. That's when we have students first arrive. Things are different this year for the tournament, so please make sure you pay attention to all these details. So 10:30 a.m. is going to be the first shift for the golf tournament, and the tournament will go until 8 p.m. with the shifts. Now, for golfers, the people who are playing, can start arriving at 11:30. Golf actually will start at 1. 12:45, 1 o'clock, and they'll finish golfing around 4, 5 o'clock-ish or so. Dinner will start around 5:30 along with awards, silent auction, door prizes, all that kind of stuff. And usually we wrap up dinner around 7 p.m. or so, and then we have that last hour for students to clean up, and usually we're done by 7:30, 8 o'clock. So that's what the day of looks like as far as time-wise and schedule and everything. It is at Timucuan Golf and Country Club again in Lake Mary, where it was last year. They were a terrific place, a great host for us, so we'll be going back there for that. Like I said, this is our primary fundraiser for the Mission Trip and for Luther Rock. So here's the deal. For the Mission Trip, this fundraiser covers about 2/3 of the cost of the trip. So that is why we're able to keep our Mission Trip costs so low, is because it covers such a large majority of the cost for that. So this is a really important fundraiser for the Mission Trip. For Luther Rock this year, because it is a little different, the golf tournament is going to be covering the transportation costs for Luther Rock, which is a huge chunk. We're talking about 2 to 3, maybe even $4,000 in transportation and meals on the road and all that kind of stuff. Especially this year because we're expecting we're growing and need to get more vehicles for transportation and everything. So that is able to keep our costs low for Luther Rock as well, where really the only cost that we're passing on to students is the cost that we are charged by the camps. All the extras, the stuff on the road, everything else, which is basically about 3 to 4 days worth of travel and everything, is all fundraised through this golf tournament. So this is a really important fundraiser, our main fundraiser. It's really important that we have everyone participate because it does raise so much money for our trips and able to keep our costs so low. So what do the students have to do for the golf tournament? So for Clay, the requirements are different this year for both Clay and Solid Rock. Clay, the requirement is this. Clay students that are going to Luther Rock, so current 6th and 7th graders and incoming 5th graders, you all must work 2 hours towards the golf tournament, serve 2 hours in some capacity. We are not allowing our middle school students to work the day of the tournament this year. If there is an issue, then please let me know and we can certainly work with you. But we have a lot of opportunities, more than ever before, to get your hours done prior to the golf tournament. And it is only 2 hours that our middle school students have to work towards for the golf tournament. So so that's the requirement for them. The high schoolers, you all are required to serve for 6 hours, which is less than the past. You all can work the day of the tournament and also have the opportunity of all the things before leading up to the tournament that you can do as well. So 6 hours is fewer than past years, but still a lot of hours to accomplish. So make sure you plan accordingly. The day of the tournament for both for high schoolers, there is a limited amount of space for students. So not every student that's going on the mission trip is going to be able to work the day of the tournament. So make sure you look at the schedule early and get your name on the areas that works for you. This works in favor of our students who maybe have sporting events, different things the day of, like we've had in the past, and aren't able to work the day of. There's a lot of opportunities beforehand that you can get that done. So that's not going to be an excuse this year. You've got 3 months of days that you can of time that you can serve to get your hours in. So make sure you do that. Now, to sign up for these hours, if you go to www.ststephen.org/golf/GOLF, that'll take you to the golf tournament website, webpage. So that's where all the golfers are going to be registering, signing up. All the information for golf is right there. So if you know people who want to golf, if you want to pass that along, we really would love for you to do that. Help us get golfers, sponsors. All the information they need, that you need, is right there. Now, on that web page, there's information just for students and parents. On the right-hand column, at the very bottom of the page, there's a section that says Students Only. There is a student and parent sign-up link there. If you click on that, it should bring you to an online spreadsheet that everyone should have access to edit. On there has all of the dates and times of times that students and parents can serve. So what you need to do is go through there, find open spots that you're able to serve, type in your name, and that is the time. So remember those times and make sure you show up for those times, and you're good. Please do not delete somebody's name that's in there already. Make sure you're not adding spaces as well, just in the spaces that are provided. If a space is already taken up, then I'm sorry, but that's going to be the space that's there. So whatever is there is what you need to sign up for in those areas. So you can go online and do all of that stuff. If you have issues accessing that, please let me know. We can get you added to it, but that is how you sign up for your hours, and we will record your hours through that as well. So keep that all in mind. What do parents have to do? Well, parents, there's really nothing that you have to do. However, we really need your help with all these bits and pieces of the tournament, because there is so much going on with it. So parents, on that same sign-up sheet, you will see there are spots for adults to sign up. If there are times where you're able to serve, please put your name in there. We greatly appreciate parents helping out in any way possible in these ways. So if you put your name on that sheet, somebody will contact you to get you trained on what you need to do for that particular area, and it would be great to have your help in those areas. If you can't serve in those ways but still want to help, please email me. We can get a way for you to be plugged in. So parents, please let us know how you can help. We really need as many adults as possible to make this successful. Do we need donations? Can we take donations? Absolutely. We have door prizes that we give away and sell tickets for. We have silent auctions that we do during the golf tournaments and giveaways and all kinds of stuff. So absolutely, we love donations. Gift cards, gift baskets, sponsorships to places, trips, timeshares, tickets to golf, to different sporting events, all that kind of stuff. If you have those things that you would like to donate, new items, or if you have access to get those things donated to us, that would be terrific. And here's the deal. If students or families get items donated, they can get up to $50 off the cost of their trip. So if you donate a $25 gift card to a restaurant, then that student will get $25 off the cost of their trip. So right now, if they're going on the mission trip, they owe $350. They turn in a $25 gift card. Now they owe $325, but only up to $50. So if you turn in a $100 gift card, unfortunately, we can't give you $100 off. We can only do up to $50. So if you turn in a $100 gift card, we will love you to death. It'll be fantastic, but we can only give you up to $50 off on that. But please, parents, if you have connections at any place and can get things donated, we'd love that. We need everything in by March 22nd. So if you can start collecting that stuff and talking to people about what they might be able to do, we'd really, really appreciate that. And then we can take those costs off of the trips for the students on those donations. So that's how that works. What are the areas the students can serve? So like I said, we have more and more opportunities for the students to serve this year than ever before leading up to the tournament. The number one way outside of the day of the tournament is helping to sell items for the golf tournament before and after worship. So starting the weekend of January 10th, we will be kicking things off January 10th and 11th, and then from there, every weekend up until March 22nd, we will be having students. We like to have students out there passing out brochures, selling dinner tickets, because if people don't golf, we want to invite them to come and have dinner with us and participate in the silent auction and the door prizes. So we'll have students doing that stuff and selling those things and pushing those items to our congregation. We are hoping to have a special silent auction item that we will sell tickets to beforehand. We currently don't have that set up yet, but when that does come, we'll need students doing that stuff. So before and after every single worship service, students can get an hour per worship service by doing that, and we need adults to help out with that as well. Another option is on March 1st, we're going to have a pancake breakfast. This is going to be an additional fundraiser, but it's also going to be connected to the golf tournament because March 1st is the end of our early bird special. So it's going to be our last big push to get people registering at the lower rate and get our registration up. But it's also going to be a free will breakfast free will offering breakfast that we'll offer. So for that we need students to help set up, cook, serve, clean up, all that kind of stuff. March 1st, Sunday, during worship, it's going to start at 8 a.m. and go until 12:30. That's with the prep work starting at 8. Serving and breakfast will open up at 9 for our congregation, and serving breakfast will end at 11, and we'll be able to clean up between 11 and 12:30. So that's another option to get a couple of hours in there. And then the last pre-tournament stuff is the week before the tournament. We have 3 nights set up for students to be able to come and help us do prep work for the tournament. One night they're going to be writing thank you letters to the golfers and different notes and stuff like that to encourage the golfers. Another night we're going to do food prep, baking cookies that the golfers are going to get with their lunches, stuff like that. And the third night will be making up the goodie bags for the golfers and all the other prep work that has to go in and making silent auction bags and items, setups, and all that kind of stuff. That'll all be happening at church. And so students can sign up for that. Again, we need adult help there too. So that's all the pre-tournament options that our students have. Then there's the day of the tournament, which there's lots of options there. A lot of them are same as the past, helping with registration, selling door prizes, working at the different holes, helping with dinner check-ins and all kinds of stuff like that. There is a limited amount, again, the day of the tournament, so keep that in mind. It's not going to be room for everybody the day of the tournament, but look at that and see what you're able to help out with. There's 4-hour block shifts there, and again, we need lots of adults too. So those are all the ways that students and adults can serve for the golf tournament. So check that out on that spreadsheet and sign up for what dates and times work for you and what excites you in those areas. So that is that part. Can students get service hours for this fundraiser? Absolutely yes. We count this as service hours. We want you all to view this golf tournament like we view it, which is a service to these people who are helping our mission and trips happen this summer, helping our students grow in their faith. Because without this tournament, we would not be able to send as many students on a mission trip and as many students to Luther Rock. The cost would just be too high, and it would be too hard for us to do scholarships and everything. So it is because of this tournament that these trips are able to happen and be so successful. So we see this not as a fundraiser so much as more of a service to thank these people, to invite them into partnership into our mission and ministry here at St. Stephen. So so this is service that our students are doing. So students and parents, we want you all to see this as service to these folks. We are serving these folks so that we can do even more mission and ministry, not just here at St. Stephen, but beyond these walls. So So yes, we will sign off on community service hours for your schools and your scholarships and everything. You can count your hours for the tournament towards that stuff, and I would be more than happy to sign that stuff off for you. Can students play in the tournament? Absolutely, students can play in the tournament. But playing in the tournament does not cover your required hours. So if you go and play golf for 4 hours, that doesn't give you 4 hours towards the golf tournament. You have to get your hours in a different way and before the tournament if you want to play in the tournament. So please make sure you get your hours done. If you want to play in the tournament, that'd be great. It's always good to have students out there playing, but get your hours done beforehand so that you can play in the tournament. Can I help if I'm not going on the mission trip? Absolutely, or the Luther Rock trip. Absolutely, you can help. If you're not going on either one of the trips, we're sad about that and hope that maybe you'll change your mind and are able to go on one of the 2 trips. However, you can certainly still help out. If you want to help out with the golf tournament in any way, we'd love for you to help out and be a part of that. So just go onto that sign-up sheet and sign up and show up to the times that you signed up, and we'd love to have you. So those are the main details about all of this. Please, parents especially, if you know people, if you have neighbors, friends, family that own their own businesses, that have different connections, talk with them, see if they'd like to sponsor, see if they'd like to be a partner with us in this golf tournament and on our mission. We have sponsorship opportunities starting at $200 and going up from there, and for whatever they want to do. It's all tax deductible and goes to a great cause, as you all know. So if you know those connections, there is a sponsorship document and donation document that is on the website at ststephen.org/golf that you can download or email to them as a PDF. And they can see what they're able to do, and we'd love to have more sponsors be a part of this and to grow this tournament. Same with getting golfers out there. If you know people who love to golf, share the brochure with them. It's all on that website as well, plus there will be many of them in the sanctuary in the narthex that you can pick up and pass out to friends and family. So please get the word out about this golf tournament in any way you can. Help us spread the word. The more people we include in this, the more people we are including into our mission and ministry here at St. Stephen, and that are going to be connected to what our students are doing out in the world this summer, which is awesome because all of these people will get emails and postcards from our students from all the different places we'll be at this summer, and they're going to be included in the amazing things that God is doing through us in the different locations that we're serving. So it's a great opportunity to invite people in to ministry with us here at St. Stephen and with what our students are doing, which is amazing too. So that is everything that you need to know, I believe, about the golf tournament right now. So again, there's the document that you can download that's got all the stuff that I've just said in it as well to read through to keep for you. Please start signing up and seeing how you can help out. If you have any questions, email me at kenny@ststephen.org or get onto that website, ststephen.org/golf. It's got all the information that you need to know. So I hope you all have a great day and a great rest of your week, and I look forward to getting this golf tournament up and running and being so successful for our students to go out and do ministry this summer.